So in the last episode, I stripped the scooter down to the bare frame. I took the handlebars off and I took the foot pads off, and I made sure everything was sturdy. And now it's time to continue work to start preparing for the engine and the axle. So I finally got the engine mount and some of these grips for the handlebars in the mount, and I'm actually going to be welding this to pretty sure right here. I'm going to need to have extra support in the back so this won't fly off. I'm going to weld it through here, and this is actually going to work. I measured the engine. The engine's actually going to fit. The gas tank is just a little bit further out than what this is. But my plan is to have the engine slid all the way back and have the chain fit to that. So whenever the chain loosens, I'll be able to push the engine forward a little bit. So I took everything and started measuring it out, making sure that everything will fit. I wanted to make sure everything was lined up perfectly to cut. I went ahead and caulked the sides so that it would fit on the metal tubing a whole lot better. It was now time for the engine mount. I made sure everything was centered and level so that when I weld it, I don't have to go back and redo everything. So this actually paid off. Okay, so with this, this gives the two bars here extra support as well, and with the engine mount here, it'll be all connected, so it'll be solid as a rock. Especially with an engine on it, you want it to be stable. I believe it's going to be pretty stable. Get down in there. Those are actually pretty decent welds, especially for flux. I'm bad at flux, but those are actually pretty good welds. So now it's time to put the engine mount on, and it should perfectly fit right here in the center. Okay, now I'm going to see if the welds will hold. Let's weld the other side. Let me try this way. There you go, that should be better. Alright, so I got this old Predator 212 here. I'm going to use it as a reference for here. See if it would fit. I just need to keep in mind that there's no gas tank on here. And I have to give extra room for gas tank. So, should be able to fit it right onto there. That's backwards anyway. That's how it's going to look. Just it's going to have a gas tank, and drive shaft is all the way up there. But no, if that's no, that ain't even. Yeah, that drive shaft is going to be way sticking out there. Nah, that'll be fine. Gonna have the chain right there. That is actually gonna be good. I got these handles and they are going to fit perfectly, and I got this kill switch as well, so I could slide the kill switch on and then the throttle handle so that the Predator engine will fit and actually run. Now I did notice that the bearing mount is not straight, but I realized that it doesn't really matter, as all that matters is that if this is straight across from this so that the axle could go straight. You could literally put that mount like in any direction because it's a circle, so it doesn't affect how the ride is. So just make sure it's straight across. Alright, so it's a new day, and that means new package. This should be more bearing kits to go onto the frame of the scooter. This one's the empty one. Alright, so here's the bearing kits, and I got them from GoPowersports.com, so I'll give them a visit. So I basically needed to order some more to add to right there. As you can see, this right here, the engine, that's the drive shaft, and the centrifugal clutch, I'm wanting to put it right there, and the chain should be right there. Now, you could turn the centrifugal clutch inwards to where the sprocket's next to the engine, like you're supposed to do on a mini bike, to make sure that the chain is further away from your leg. So that's going to be good. So the engine fits nicely. As you can see, it's right there. And even with the gas tank, you got enough room up there. I'm not going to be using this specific engine because that's too much work to actually get it back and running. I might do that in a separate episode. I don't know. That's going to do it for today's video. In the next video, I'm going to be installing the axle, and I'm going to be installing the rest of the bearing kit and I'm going to see about adding the brake pads and the brake itself, seeing if we'd be able to get this thing fully. I should be able to get this thing fully up and running in the next couple of episodes. So stay tuned, subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell, because this thing is going to be pretty fast.